Alright, what's going on, guys? So, I saw this story on Twitter, but for some reason, I can't seem to find the original article. However, I did do some investigating of my own, and this is what we got. So, high school teacher fired for having OnlyFans. California teacher 26 is fired for creating an OnlyFans account on which she shared X-rated photos and videos to supplement her income. I mean, I guess it was only a matter of time until this happened. With how big OnlyFans has gotten, I guess it's not the craziest thing in the world that this happened, right? There is a few things to discuss here. First of all, the visual evidence, the most important thing. I actually don't have anything for you guys because I literally cannot, alright? I went to her Twitter, I went to her Instagram, and she actually does not have any normal pictures. Every single pic is just like ass out, titties out. Like, damn, bitch, you can't take a normal pic. Can't just wake up, hey, good morning, like, what's up, selfie? Like, no, none of that. Every pic is just ass, you know what I mean? So I actually cannot put any pictures up on the screen, but I know somebody in the comments will figure it out. It's not too hard to find, all right? Her name is Denise Rose, so that's how you know you're on the right one if you happen to do a little investigating of your own. It's pretty easy, you know? She looks solid, definitely solid for a teacher, that's for sure. Like, I don't think I had any teachers that were looking like that. I can definitely see why she has a successful OnlyFans career. That being said, I went ahead and checked out her page, and she is currently charging $9.99 per month, so $10 a month, and it says she has 19.1k likes. Now, the way I believe it works is each like is a person that has subscribed at least one time. I don't think it's like a current number, but more of like a total number. So if we just do a little bit of math, 19k, $10, that's 190,000 right there. So that's definitely a lot more than she makes from teaching. So honestly, I think she's better off just doing this. You know, clearly she's doing pretty well. Now, back to the story, there are some questions and some concerns that, you know, we would like some answers for here. Number one, who found out and how did they find out? Because I would have to imagine that she's not going around school promoting it, right? Like, I just can't imagine that she would be dumb enough to do that. Like, that's just ridiculous. So I'm thinking maybe she told a coworker about it or something, and then, you know, they told the school or they told someone else and it got around, the school found out, whatever. Or maybe one of the kids found it. I mean, that's certainly a possibility. We all know that, right? You know, that's all it takes. One kid finds it, next thing you know, the entire school is gonna know about it. Like, that's just how it goes, right? If I was still in school and you know, we found out that one of the teachers had an OnlyFans, like, you just became the most popular teacher in school. Like, we all gonna be talking about that. Like, I mean, shit, based off the visual evidence, you were probably already the most popular teacher in school just based off that. But that brings us to the final point. Was it justified for the school to fire her for this? I don't know, man. It's tough. Like, on one hand, I certainly understand where the school is coming from, why they would be upset. But on the other hand, like, technically, it doesn't really have anything to do with them. Like, you should be able to do whatever you want in your private life. Obviously, in this case, they kind of, you know, interfered with each other. And as far as, like, a legal standpoint, were they allowed to do this? Probably. You know, I would assume that a school would, you know, kind of run this decision by their lawyers before just firing someone. And it also depends on where you live. In some states, they actually don't need a reason to fire you. They can just fire you for, you know, whatever they want, whenever they want. And I checked, and California is actually one of these states. So technically, they don't actually have to even, like, say anything. They can just fire you. So aside from the legal aspect of it, like I said, I understand where the school is coming from, right? It's certainly a pretty big distraction to learning, I would say. I've never been in this situation, but I can only imagine if I was in class and, like, we all knew that you have an OnlyFans account, like, first of all, we would definitely be looking at it. That's number one. Number two, I just can't imagine that there would be much learning going on in that environment, you know, once that information gets out. And I'm not saying anything about, you know, her teaching skills. She could be an amazing teacher. She could be the best teacher in the world. It doesn't matter. I know how I was at like 16 years old. Like, even now, there's just no way, like, we would totally be bringing that up in class. Like, it would just be too much, bro. Like, it just, we could not let that slide, especially, like, you know, as immature, like, teenagers. Like, there's no way that was gonna be all right in class, man. It's just not happening. And also considering the fact that I'm assuming the majority of her students were minors. I guess there could be some seniors that were 18 in there. I don't know. They don't specify, you know, what she was teaching. But, you know, I'm assuming a lot of the people were minors. And then you have to factor that in with the type of content that she's posting on OnlyFans, which is certainly not for minors. So it's just not a good mix right there. Overall, it's just not a good situation, right? At the end of the day, you are technically supposed to be at school to learn, you know, to get an education. So if something is getting in the way of that, obviously the school is going to have to take action against it. And it's not like, oh, she got fired and now she's homeless and she can't, you know, pay her bills. Shit, she's making more money than ever, you know, from all the publicity off this and everything. She's doing better than ever. So I don't know if there's really any victims here in this situation. I think everyone's going to be okay. I saw some people on Twitter were kind of upset about it. I mean, I don't know what you would think. Like, obviously the school's not going to be cool with this. Like, I don't really know what you expect to happen in a situation like this. Like, this is pretty much the expected outcome. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. I don't think this is going to be the last time we hear a story like this. There's probably teachers out there right now doing the same thing. I would recommend not telling anyone about what you're doing, especially not at your job, if you would like to keep that job. But maybe not, actually. You know, you might get even more exposure from it getting out. So, you know, maybe you do want people to find out and then you don't even need your teaching job anymore. So either way works, I guess, you know, up to you. But yeah, that's it for my thoughts on the situation. If you guys missed my last video, go check it out. I did I'm Tired of These Females Lying episode on Bella Thorne. That was a good one, so go check that out if you missed it. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.